Welcome to Business Discover with your host Ernesto Del Bosque. Today we're going over the potential ban of TikTok over its national security issues as well as privacy concerns. There's been a lot of talk about this in the news lately, and I'm not here to talk about whether this is right or wrong or the extent of these privacy issues. More so, I'm talking about the business aspects of this. So, what the effect's going to have on economy, small businesses, as well as the other social media platforms. There's plenty of other videos taking a deep dive into the security issues of this, so I'm not going to cover that today. If you don't already know, a quick summary is TikTok is looking to be banned once again by the federal government. This was really has first big push during the Trump administration, and now in Biden's administration is kind of making a comeback again. So the federal government already has this in effect for its employees. They gave them 30 days as of, I think, a few days ago, beginning of March, to comply with this order that you can't have this on state-provided phones. So the federal government has done this. Many states in the United States has done this as well. But now looking for a blanket ban in the U.S. in general, so that way no one could use this app. And TikTok accounts for a large amount of the social media platform. They're one of the largest, have one of the biggest growth, actually the biggest growth, and they're on track to hit pace with Meta, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and to become one of the largest social media platforms. So they're making a big splash. So if this were actually to be banned in the United States, so this is a United States thing, Canada's looking to do the same, some other countries are probably looking into it as well. Will it pass or not? I don't know. But if it does, that's going to be lots of users, millions of users in the United States, and that will be cut off. So what's going to happen? So now all these users are going to have to either, one, find a new platform, or two, use a VPN to bypass this. So VPN's already something that's been used in China, other countries, to kind of get around the firewall protections and banned websites. So some people may end up doing that, but I'm not going to advocate that because that's kind of frowned upon, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to give you advice on whether to do that or not, but these users are going to have to find a new platform. They go on Instagram, they go on Facebook. Reels runs in a very similar way as TikTok. Snapchat also has a similar format. Everyone's trying to imitate because they are successful with it. So as a small business, they are really heavily relying on social media advertising because it's a simple way to advertise. You could essentially do it for free if you would want to. You don't have to pay for some of the services. It's social media. So small businesses rely heavily because it's a cheap way to advertise their product. And if you do it well, you get some very big payoffs. And some businesses, especially if a single owner, don't have very much time to invest in social media. So it's probably one or two people, maybe a mom or pop. So they don't have the time and resources to go on every single social media platform. And one of the most popular, especially if you gear for the younger crowd, is TikTok. So there's some companies who are only on one social media platform, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. But some has their single form platform is TikTok. So those businesses are going to be hurt by this. For example, I have a travel agency and some other stuff that I'm trying to get off the ground. And honestly, the ones I'm performing the best on is on TikTok. But I would say this is a lesson in diversification. So diversification is don't put all your eggs in one basket in case something happens in that event. So in this case, TikTok, if they were to get banned, if you're only on TikTok, you just lost all your social media gathering, all your advertising, so to speak. Instead, what you should do is invest in some TikTok. And it's very easy to do. Take that TikTok that you made, upload it as a reel on Instagram. You could make it as a post on Facebook. You could put it on Twitter. You could put it on Snapchat. So there's many different ways to advertise on social media, not just TikTok. So that's kind of a thing that small businesses should take account. So some small businesses, I see this hurting them, but they should take this as a lesson as to diversify yourself. Don't get bogged into one social media or one form of advertising because this will hurt you greatly. The second thing I'm going to go over is how this will affect other social media platforms. So if TikTok does get banned, this is going to be a huge, huge boost to Facebook, which has been struggling over the past year or so. So all the social media pretty much got a big boost during COVID because everyone's staying at home on social media. Then all of a sudden, like a demand, Lack of spending, advertisers started dropping out. They've been struggling. Interest rates are starting going up. So now it costs more for them to raise money or finance um, their business, and have been having a lot of layoffs. So they've been struggling a lot. So this actually would help the bigger corporations, whether it be Meta, Google, which owns YouTube, by the way, which is also owned by Alphabet. So Alphabet owns Google, which owns YouTube. So all these other social media platforms will get a big boost because all those users have to go somewhere. If they don't use a VPN, which a majority of them probably won't, some of them will, but they have to go somewhere else. So who's be a big benefactor? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and maybe some other platforms that I don't know about. Maybe some smaller platforms, either they're brand new or they're great. They just haven't been recognized for their great ingenuity in their design yet. So if you know of any of those companies that would majorly benefit, please let me know on any of my social media platforms. On Business Discovered, I handle the same on all of them, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, of course, which is maybe banned. So again, I have multiple platforms, and if you own a small business, you should do the same thing too. This will be interesting to see what actually happens if it actually does get banned. If it doesn't get banned, nothing's going to change. So there's no point talking about if it doesn't get banned. If oh no, it fails again, nothing changes. But if it does, if you're a small business, diversify. If you're looking to invest, I'm not going to say what to invest in because it's not investment advice, but what are the companies that are going to benefit most from this? Think about it. That may be something to consider. This was a quick rundown what happens if TikTok does get banned. If any of your thoughts, ideas, again, let me know on my social media platforms. If you want any other subjects, let me know because I enjoy this. And I'm hoping to have a guest on soon. So that'll be fun. I have some special guests coming in and having some conversations with us as well. So I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day.